Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Had a Blood Kekkai Genkai? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And this is going to be a little bit dark-ish and heads up. Anyways, before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Metaverse channel as well. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, 13 years after the Kyuubi attack, as we go towards the Valley of the End, where we see two bodies were laying, both of 13-year-olds. One was Sasuke Uchiha's, while the other one was Naruto Uzumaki's. While Sasuke was laying unconscious, beaten and battered, Naruto was the same, but something was going on within him. As his resident, the Kyuubi no Yoko was witnessing this with his own eyes. I cannot believe this, thought the Kyuubi. His cells, they're multiplying. And what is this? This is something I have never seen before. This should not be even possible, said the Kyuubi, as the wound that was fatal and was used on the boy twice without the intervention of the Kyuubi was being healed. As now we see, back in reality, Naruto and Sasuke were both found by Kakashi, and both were retrieved back. As soon as they arrived back, the council was not pleased when Tsunade took in Naruto to treat him first because of the wounds that were on him. As after what seemingly looked like a whole week passed, Naruto was able to regain consciousness, but something was different. Tsunade had kept it a secret because she has conducted each and every test known to the shinobi world and mankind on Naruto to make sure that all of his vitals and everything was working fine and properly, and has found something quite shocking as well, which was the Kyuubi was aware of. Where am I, Bajan? You're back at the village, boy. You sustained quite a lot of wounds, and you were hurt, close to dying even. I see. You succeeded. The Uchiha is back and already roaming the streets. I see. That's good, said Naruto as Tsunade frowned. Are you not going to ask why is he roaming around when he deserted the village and should be imprisoned? Don't you have slightly bit of interest in this? No, I don't. I promised to bring him back. He made a mistake, didn't he? The council is showing balanced favoritism towards him, Naruto. And they're considering taking away your shinobi license and even imprisoning you for what you have done to their mighty Uchiha. What? What do you mean, Bajan? They've gotten the daimyo involved, Naruto. They've restricted my power. They say that since I show balanced favoritism towards you, I can't make this decision because of my emotional turmoil. And Danzo was chosen to make the decision, as she clenched both of her hands into fists tightly. There's nothing I could do, kid. I begged the daimyo and the council to give me at least enough time to monitor you and make sure that you're okay and healthy before your punishment begins. As Naruto was sitting there, soaking it all in, he has risked his life again and again for this village, and these people have hated him continuously, but this has gone too far. Bajan, I swear I didn't do anything. I know, kid. Your state was more than evident of the evidence. You were impaled by the Chidori twice. I don't know how you were able to survive before, but now I do. I have kept this a hidden secret. You have a Kekkai Genkai, kid, a special one. Your blood, it's special. I don't know how is this possible, but I guess since you're an Uzumaki, it could be from them. What do you mean, Bajan? Your cells, they multiply at a faster pace and help you recover. And after the last attack, they have increased in their movement tenfold. What do you mean? Sorry, kid, but you're gonna hate this, but I have to show you. As Tsunade brought out a kunai and literally teared through the skin at Naruto's palm as Naruto was in pain for slightest moment before it healed. What the hell, Bachan? Naruto tried to yell, but his voice was hoarse. And that is when Tsunade said, "Look down." As that is when Naruto noticed that his skin was already healed without any scar. What? That is not all. Look down at the blood that dropped down. As the blood was now on the ground visible. But as Naruto's hand hovered over it, it was moving in the direction that Naruto wanted it to move. What is this? You can manipulate your blood. It can turn into a solid state as well as a liquid. If one drop of your blood combines into the blood of your enemy, I think that you might be able to control them. That in itself is quite dangerous, kid. As Naruto was shocked, you I kept this a secret. I just found out about this. I conducted tests and I was shocked. I don't want the council to know about this. The first person I wanted to know was you. What about your Sanin? Said Naruto. Jiraiya, that idiot, he is busy. I tried to contact him, but I couldn't. You don't need to worry about that, but Tsunade, I am here. Jiraiya? How? I have spies here as well. Do you think I only spy away from Konoha? I have to keep an eye from the enemies within. They inform me of what has been happening. I can't believe you let it go this bad. They stripped you from your own power? I tried. Trust me, I did, but the thing that I am showing violent favoritism, and the damn Uchiha that caused him almost to die is roaming outside the streets, getting sympathy and whatnot, and causing more hatred for Naruto. As Naruto paled, what am I gonna do? Nothing. Since I am only the Kage by name, then I have at least this much authority to give you what truly belongs to you. What are you planning, Hime? I'm giving him his heritage, every last bit of it, each and every Ryu, as well as the scroll. Everything will be gone to him. And you will take him then, Jiraiya, far away from Konoha. They want him gone, and I will make sure that he leaves. But Bachan, what about your friends have turned their backs on you, Naruto? Said Tsunade with a deadpan expression. Sakura was the one who started a movement in which you were to be executed for trying to kill the Uchiha. What? Yes. Kakashi, although he tried his best to state that you both were wounded and you were seriously wounded by Sasuke, his mental state was declared that he was in a traumatized state because both of his students tried to fight one another and kill one another. And so, his, testimony didn't count. This cannot be. My only proof and testimony is, I know, is being thrown outside. Look, kid. The village, it doesn't want you here. As much as I hate to state that, it doesn't want you. I'm gonna make one final law, and then I will leave too. And that is to make sure that it is secured that you get at least what you truly deserve. Afterward, you will travel with Jiraiya, and he will teach you everything he can, and make sure you're capable of living on your own. Don't try to search for me, Naruto. What? It would be best for you because I know that spies will be sent after me. It would be best what she says, Naruto. Danzo will likely be the one who will become the Kage next, since he has everyone in his palm. And then, he will send people after you. Send people after us, trying to keep an eye on us. If we try to get in contact with you, or you try to get in contact with her or me, things could get very, very serious. And that is why Tsunade is going to bide us some time. Isn't that right, Hime? 3 years. That is how long I can hold on, until I too leave. Thank you, Bachan. As Naruto gave Tsunade a tight hug, Tsunade hugged him back, holding back her tears. Remember, your greatest weapon is your own blood. You don't need any Biju. You don't need any other jutsu or ninjutsu. Just master that and you will become an unstoppable force. As Naruto nodded, and now knew what he had to do. In the middle of the night, Naruto left with Jiraiya, not saying a thing to his friends. And the next day, when the council found out about this, they were not impressed. Why did you allow the accused to leave, Tsunade? His godfather intervened, and his father, the previous fourth Hokage, who, while still being in power, had left a law about his son was put in action. What law? As the paper was presented in which his dying wish was presented. And now the council begrudgingly had to admit that they could do nothing and let Naruto leave for 3 years. But what they did not anticipate was Tsunade and Jiraiya had already formulated a plan. As time began to pass by, Naruto was continuously trained by Jiraiya in the arts of being the Toad Sage as well as Rasengan and other stuff, while also focusing on his technique. While traveling, Naruto met with a lot of people like him and rescued them as well, one of them being Fu, the Jinchuriki of the Seven Tails. She was also being attacked and almost being raped. Almost. And when Naruto saw this, he literally pulled out a kunai and slashed at his hand. And then he threw the blood at the other people that were surrounding them. As soon as the blood landed on them, it dissolved into their skin. And immediately Naruto did something. And that was made the blood harden into solid state, causing them all to literally stand there freezing and fall down like they were pieces of block. As Fu, who was now still cowering in fear, while her clothes were ripped up, Naruto arrived next to her. Hey, it's alright. As he took off his jacket and covered her. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm here to help you. As Fu then hugged him and cried. As then she pointed, one of them was his own father. And this caused Naruto's rage to grow so much that he literally pointed his blood to commanded his blood that was within the enemy's body to, while they were laying down, move towards the sky. As ripping throughout their skin and body, the blood formed in the form of a mountain, causing them all to die. As Naruto has since taken Fu alongside them, him and Jiraiya. As now we see, it has been 3 years and Jiraiya was now standing in front of them, as Fu and Naruto has been trained under him for the past year or so, since Fu joined him, and Fu has learned quite a lot. She was a fast learner and was able to catch up, but more than ever she had a perfect relationship with her Jinchuriki Chame, and thanks to Chame being there, Kurama or the Nine Tails was also able to open up a bit, and Naruto and he were able to get at least a good relation somewhat, to the point that they were able to talk and come to some conclusions. And that conclusion was Konoha fucked them over. And not only them, there was this masked person who screwed Naruto's life and destroyed Kyuubi's life as well. Kyuubi was adamant he knew who it was. It was Madara Uchiha. But Naruto knew that he was dead. But Madara insisted that it was Kyuubi insisted that it was Madara. So Naruto gave one final task to Jiraiya. And that was for him to go and find out the truth. And so Jiraiya, standing now in front of them, then said, I guess this is it, kid. Thank you everything for what you have done, Sensei. I am grateful. Forever grateful for what you and Tsunade-sama has done for me. It seems that you have grown quite a lot of manners, kid, huh? So you still want me to call you Rasanin, then it's fine by me, Rasanin. There's the kid that I remember. Never changed, Naruto. Yeah, I guess I'll try. And Fu, keep an eye on this idiot. He gets way too much into trouble. Leave that to me, Sensei. I'll make sure he doesn't get into trouble. As Naruto groaned, while the two of them laughed, as Jiraiya then pulled both of them into a hug. I'm gonna miss you too. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you as well, old man. Don't be a pervert now and visit once in a while. I'll try my best. As now we see Jiraiya then watched them leave, and then he smiled and sighed. I hope I could, Naruto. And then he turned and was now again back to Konoha. But he acted like he was injured, and now he was being treated. How did this happen? I was ambushed with Naruto. I don't know, they were rogue shinobis in the form of a group. They took the boy. We were returning just fine and were resting, and I was attacked. You know what this means, Jiraiya? You have failed to bring back the, one that was accused. He was supposed to be punished. I'm sorry, Hokage-sama. I tried my best. There were too many, and seemingly they had poisoned the air around us with poison mist, and he's telling the truth, Hokage-sama. There is poison mist mixed within his blood.
I see. Fine then. Find them, Jiraiya, once you recover. I will do my best. And so Jiraiya left. But this time not on Danzo's mission. On a mission to find what Naruto has asked him from. He has cleared Naruto, indicating that he has lost him, getting Konoha completely out of Naruto's back. All the while, Danzo was gritting his teeth because his Jinchuriki was lost. And the Uchiha was getting more and more arrogant as the passing day. While the council, they thought that they were in the power, were now going to face a hard reality soon, as Danzo called for a council meeting. As everyone arrived, Danzo then said, "This meeting is in session." Hokage-sama, what is this meeting about? We are kind of busy, you know. We don't have time for this. Execute him, said Danzo. What? Said everyone. Before anything could happen, the man was executed. As now everyone was on edge. What are you doing, Danzo? I mean Hokage-sama. As now we see, he glared at the man. You wish to be executed as well? No, Hokage-sama, please. That fine. Cut off his arm. And so his arm was cut off, as punishment. I am growing tired of your people bickering and whatnot. If you do not follow my will, my rule, then you will suffer or die. We have lost our Jinchuriki, and we are raising some arrogant pricks, especially someone like Sasuke Uchiha. And if he's not brought under control, then I'm afraid that he will grow into a growing concern. So, all in favor to keep him as only for breeding while making sure he doesn't become a shinobi or does something stupid like causing revenge. As many favored because, well, finally Sakura was going to get her dream, so her mother agreed. As now we see, it was then done, and one more thing was made evident. Danzo was not what he seemed and promised. All the glorious dreams that they had while under the rule of Hiruzen Sarutobi and as well as Tsunade were now stripped away from them, and they were slapped across the face like a slap from a champion in the slapping competition, with the reality that Danzo was an evil prick who was self-centered and obsessed with only one thing: complete control. As while on the other side, Naruto and Fu were traveling, doing minor and odd jobs as quests and making enough living for themselves while training. Naruto has still yet to learn quite a lot about his abilities, but he was learning until one day the toad arrived while he was busy. This toad was Fukusaka, or what Naruto knew as Pa. Pa, what is going on? Why do you look exhausted? Where is your robe? Naruto boy, Jiraiya has fallen in a battle. What? Said Naruto with wide eyes. You're joking, right? No. He wanted only you to know. He died in Amegakure, fighting Akatsuki. Their aim is to capture all the Jinchurikis. And Jiraiya found out their truth. They're going for world domination, destroying the whole elemental nations. He has left this to you. What is this? This is your father's tri-pronged kunai. And the final scroll. The Harishian scroll. He wanted you to have this on your 18th birthday. But it seems that won't be possible anymore. I'm sorry. As Naruto was heartbroken, as Fu also shedded tears because that man, over the course of a year that they spent had time together, had become a father figure to her as well. We have to do something, Naruto. We can't let his sacrifice be in vain. I know. I won't allow that to happen. We have to get others. But how will we convince them? There is a way, said Kurama of all the people. What do you mean, Kurama? We Bijus can communicate, Naruto. If you and Fu go to the other villages and allow the Jinchurikis to speak with us, then things could be different. As Fu and Naruto looked towards one another and understood, and so they arrived, first at Suna, only to find that their Jinchuriki, Gaara, Naruto's friend, that he made while in Konoha, was now the Kazekage, but he has lost his Biju. He only survived because a elder sacrificed herself for him. And on the other side, once they returned to the other villages, the third tails was gone. And Eva also has lost its Jinchuriki, meaning that only a few were left. Damn it! The other Jinchurikis are rogue or either living on their own, away from their villages. What are we gonna do now, fool? There's only one village left, Naruto-kun. Kumo. I think they have two Jinchurikis from what I have heard. Those two, if they're still there, then we can go after them. You're right. And so they begin to make their way towards Kumo. While mid-travel, they found that people with black robes and red clothes were attacking someone. Naruto immediately jumped in and summoned Pa and Ma and went into the sage mode. As soon as he entered, Pa then said, "Those are the people that killed Jiraiya." And that was more than enough for Naruto to enter his rage mode. Naruto literally went ballistic using the Harasshin and the Rasengan and each and every ounce of taijutsu he knew. But after that we see Naruto jumped back, and he was wounded. His blood was seeping out from his palms as Naruto then said, "You will pay for what you have done. If anything, you are going to pay for interfering. We might as well as thank you for coming here on your own and bringing the Seven Tails alongside you, kid. You have saved us the trouble of hunting you and trying to fight you. Now we can take the three of you and go on our way. We already possess the rest, and only the 8 tails will be left after all of you." As Naruto then said, well, you'll think about that once you escape, that is. As Naruto then disappeared and then began to drop a single blood drop on each and every one of them without them noticing, until Naruto then said, clutching his fist, hardening his blood within them, now controlling their blood flow, as tearing through their skin and body all of their blood in the form of, well, icicles fall down to the ground, as Naruto then controlled it in the form of an orb now orbiting at the palm of his hand, as Naruto then said, "Blood hearts, bloody Rasengan," as Naruto dashed and slammed that bloody Rasengan into the center of all of them, causing them all to literally burst into splatter of blood, gore, and bones. As Naruto stood there, glaring at the mess that he had created, was that all of them? No. They were only a given few. Only 4 of them. How many are there? Many. As Naruto then looked towards Yujito, the Jinchuriki of the 2 tails. "Why did you save me? Who are you?" "You're the Jinchuriki of the Matatabe, right?" As she flinched and her eyes narrowed. "What do you want?" "I'm the Jinchuriki of the 9 tails, and she's of the 7 tails. We need to talk. Or more like our Bijus need to." As Naruto and Fu joined one of the fists, and both of them made a motion for her to join the other side. And once she did hesitantly, she arrived inside the mindscape where Matatabe, Chaume, as well as Kurama stood, and in front of them stood the 3 Jinchurikis. What is going on?" "Matatabe. Hush now, kitten." "Kurama. Chaume. It's been a while." "Yes, it's been. We must hurry. Their plan is in motion. Kaguya is close to breaking free. The 10 tails, they're trying to revive it." "What?" "Many of our brothers and sisters have fallen," said Chaume. This is not good. Not good at all." "How many are left?" "Only us." "You mean us 3 and Gyuki?" "Yes." "This is bad. What are we gonna do, Kurama?"
The kid will be taught the hand seal, but first we need to deal with the Akatsuki. Only then we will be able to reverse what has been done."
"Are you sure it is even reversible?" said Chaume. "We have to try. Father left me that seal. If it ever happens and I had an ounce of the consciousness within, I would be able to use it." "I guess we have no other choice." "No, we don't." And so now we see that 3 of them then went back to reality. As Yujiro was now aware, "Come, we need to speak with the Raikage immediately." And so once arrived, Yujiro explained everything to Raikage, and A was now in deep thought. "We must call for a Kage summit. Do not include Konoha." Are you sure? Yes. They are not the people that you want to shake your hands with. They will betray you after you even do them great favors. They have betrayed my clan, they have betrayed me and my parents, and even their own leader, all for the sake of power. They don't want anything aside from world domination. Even if they find out that this thing exists, they would rather than help you try to go and capture it for themselves. So they can be the one to dominate the world. The boy is not off. If he's the one who lived in Konoha and has to go through that, then what are we supposed to do when we are their enemies, turning into allies? The boy is right, said A. We're going to call for a Kage summit, but without Konoha. And so that is what happened. And as the other four villages come together, they came to a conclusion. Konoha should be avoided at all costs and let them fight their own battle, while the rest of the four will form a Shinobi Alliance and deal with this Akatsuki. Naruto, thanks to Jiraiya, last ditch of efforts to protect him, was capable of knowing where they were. While they arrived there, they were capable of dealing with the rest of the Akatsuki and freeing the beaches, while Pain and Konan were busy dealing with Konoha. Pain literally destroyed 80% of the population of Konoha alongside with their ego, and now we see Danzo forces as well. Danzo was standing alone, battered, and almost close to dying. You think Konoha is to be defeated? We are primal warriors. We have stood against trials again and again in our time. We will overcome this. We are strong. We are the dominant. We always had. But before he could finish, he looked down to see there was a gaping hole in the chest. You talk too much. Can't you see around you, Danzo? You already have been lost. You're just in denial. Your arrogance has costed you this battle. That is all. Conan. As Conan appeared there, he's not here. Fine. Then I guess our work here is done. As both of the Akatsuki members left and returned only to find an ambush waiting for them. All the beaches had been freed. Zatsu, Obito, and the rest had been killed because of Naruto's blood-like abilities and the others' intervention. And now they too were captured and questioned. Why? Because Naruto was able to find real Nagato and use his blood-like abilities to stop him, causing Conan to stop. For enough time for her to realize that she was being tricked, but by then it was too late as chakra suppressors were placed on her, like it was on Nagato. So what now? Now that is left is to destroy the Geromazo, said Kurama, as the other Bijus also agreed with the sentiment. But how are we gonna do that? Asked B. Evacuate everyone. And so everyone did, as all the 9 Bijus then, in their form and glory, used the Bijidama at the Geromazo. Again and again and again until it began to form cracks. After what seemingly looked like the 20th one, as the Bijus were getting exhausted, it shattered, crumbled into dust. The husk is destroyed. But for how long? Asked Naruto. I do not know, kid. But this much is evident that we are safe for the time being. As everyone cheered, but Kage knew that their battle was far from over, because if the Geromazo returned ever again, there would be a great threat looming over if an organization like Akatsuki got their hands on it. So the alliance remained, and they put aside their hatred. But Konoha, it was eager to get into the action. How? Because Naruto Uzumaki was a prime member and the hero who, with his sheer villainous as well as activeness in the battle, had been declared one of the heroes, the main ones, and they wanted the credit, but Naruto never gave them any. And the other villages avoided Konoha like a plug. Even the minor villages in which it had alliances with before were now avoiding it, causing Konoha to become a disgrace and a shadow of what it was meant to be, all thanks to its arrogance and the arrogance of the leader of Konoha. And even the land of Fire Daimyo was being laughed at because it had no backing, no one to protect it, and he was now threading always on thin ice. Why? Because of his arrogance. And he did not want anyone, not even Eva or Kiri, to be pissed off because he knew that he would be attacked and his land was to be taken over. All because he did not listen to Tsunade that day and believed Danzo. more than her, and now he was paying the price. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. As this is Bolo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.